fan off. Good for audio. And you, track me. If you can do so. No, he's fixed up here. Track me. Hello. Apologies for the unprofessional introduction, but it doesn't really matter because, we're talking about facts and interesting things. So we are more or less on time, 10 minutes late, which for us is a miracle. I want to thank, let me get this other light on here. Hang on. Oh my God, what a mess. Let's do it. There we go, that should be better. Let's see if our camera follows us. Thank you. We're looking forward to tonight's podcast, and as always, a thank you for the few courageous who followed us. We appreciate each and every one of you. In the comment section, we've been ridiculed for lack of views, but we're not Logan Paul here, so we do what we can do and appreciate anything that we can do for anyone else. And also, I noticed that the likes were very high yesterday, and Google did not shadow bomb us. So I appreciate your attention, and I know we just pop up live streaming here and there, so it's even more difficult to know when we're going to show up, etc., etc. However, I am doing my best to get us on kind of a regular schedule. So let's get on to the substance here. We're still going over. I don't want to make any big kind of polemical issues at the beginning, but we're here right now because we kind of interrupted our original podcasts on a beautiful essay by Herman Rappaport on the war in Vietnam and Deleuze and Guattari. But we kind of ended up by way of a strange story, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Getting into this whole issue of the last book of Gilles Deleuze being Le Grandeur de Karl Marx, which I still 100% do not believe in that. I refute that. But obviously, I can't just sit here and say, that's horseshit. I have to explain why I think that's horseshit. And as I repeatedly said, I may be wrong. So we've been looking into this article on two very great Marxist authors. And we've kind of seen how Deleuze on his own, up until 1970, Marx was very, very peripheral. However, in his encounter with Pierre-Félix Guattari, that changes quite a lot, meaning that Marx will take kind of very hard to decide. You have to do that, huh? Obviously, per Guattari, Marx will have a very central role. And as we saw last night, the collaboration already in the Anti-Oedipe leads to this idea of machine, this reconceptualization of the technical machine, which is an all-encompassing subject, which will be kind of a sort of practice which will be employed by Deleuze and Guattari in l'Anti-Oedipe, in Mille Plateaux, in Qu'est-ce que c'est la philosophie, etc., etc. So the important thing is to understand that up until now, we have said that Gilles Deleuze's relation to Marx has been very peripheral. What I'm going to try and do now is share to you an essay, which I'm almost 100% sure. Hang on, we have our chat open, so feel free to contradict me. I'm just going to open up our chat and say, hello, world. Feel free to rate anything, as stupid or as intelligent as it may be. I'm just checking. So our chat is working. What I want to do right now is shut down this and see if I can share pages. Instead of Windows, we're gonna want to be sharing. Not Safari, not Finder, not Doc, not Creative Cloud. Let's see if we can open this up. Yeah, but seriously, I don't. Hang on, we'll get there. It's just gonna take a second, but I fail to understand why I cannot share. Aperçu, PNG. Freaks me a little bit out, but let's see what we can do now. I'm going to add a new. Let's close this. We're going to add new capture de l'écran. Ouais, c'est super. Then we're going to say, buddy, we are going to capture window, and there, by miracle, we did this. So this is the text, a very well-known text by Pierre Félix Guattari, and as far as we know, this is not co-author. This is a text by Pierre Félix Guattari. I searched around a little bit for the years. We can be more rigorous, but I kind of sort of believe this is before the encounter with Gilles Deleuze. And the reason I'm showing this to you is that we're going to find Marxism and Karl Marx all over this. And once we get into this period here, there's going to be this whole issue of the machine, the concept of the machine, the reinterpretation of the concept of the technical machine, and everything is going to be highly complicated. But tonight, our role is not to, figure that out, because that would take 20 hours, and we're on YouTube here. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through this just to show you that Pierre Félix Guattari, before meeting Gilles Deleuze in 1970, this is an idea of his writing, and I'm showing it to you precisely because we have to understand that Gilles Deleuze, as a philosopher, following the interviews we've read, who maintains that he was always a pure metaphysician, encounters Guattari, who is at the complete opposite of the spectrum. So let's just go through this really quickly. It's a long text. I'm not going to do too much, and hopefully I can just pick out the parts that are of interest to us. So and the whole issue revolves about machine and structure. And once again, machine and structure, we can spend easily hours and hours and hours, and that's not my role. But I'm going to give you a really quick example in linguistics of a structure. If you take Noam Chomsky back as a linguist, no, not as a political activist, or there are so many cases, it just goes back and back and back. But Noam Chomsky, I'm gonna not make him the bad guy, because there's nothing wrong with what you do, but we're saying Noam is saying, as many other people are saying, that language is a pre-existing, a transcendental structure. And it's up to us, mankind, to kind of discover all the infinite nuances of something which pre-exists us. So that is structure, no? Like it always pre-existed us, at least since the Greek times, that a tree means tree, flower means flower, all kinds of conjugations, verbs, whatever you want, that is something that is transcendental, that is a structure. And in this essay, and I'm sure most of our followers have read a little bit, at least a little bit, I hope, through Anti-Oedipus, through Mere Plateau, through what is philosophy, that the machine is reinterpreted in a completely different way, which is opposed to structure. So maybe reading a little bit, I could spend, oh my God, I don't, no way, I don't. Oh my God, miraculously we came back. So these are the conditions I find myself in. But like I said before, we could spend weeks and weeks and weeks just going over the concept of machine. But let's move ahead, and then let's be a little bit superficial. I don't want to waste time here. So this is Pierre Felix Guattari, translated into English. Why do I only have one page? That annoys me very much, so hang on. I'm going to waste your time again and try to understand why I only have one page. And if I have more pages here, yes I do, so I have to stop sharing